Hi, my name is Crystal Su, and I'm an immigration consultant at the law office of Matthew Jeffery in Toronto, Canada. Today, I'll be talking about the immigration to Canada for Americans. If you are a U.S. citizen looking to live in Canada, there are several different ways to stay temporarily or permanently in Canada. It's important to find out what works for your situation and then begin the application process. Below are a few immigration programs available for those wishing to live or work in Canada. First of all, U.S. citizens can enter Canada as a visitor or temporary resident for up to 6 months at a time without having to first apply for a visa. And just using their U.S. passports, this is a great way to explore the country and look for a job or otherwise see what options are available. Perhaps the simplest way to start living in Canada is to obtain a work permit so that you can be earning money to support yourself while gaining working experience that can potentially lead to a permanent residence application later. Work permits are typically valid for 1 to 3 years. To obtain a work permit, you first need a job offer from a Canadian employer. Under the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, a work permit can be obtained fairly easily by many types of professional occupation, such as doctors, scientists, accountants, architects, social workers, etc., as long as they have a job offer in Canada for occupations not identified in the NAFTA professional category. The Canadian employer would first have to obtain a labor market impact assessment, LMIA, before they can offer a job to an American, a process which may take about 3 months to complete. For young people who wish to enter into Canada to study, there is an option of obtaining a study permit. To obtain a study permit, the applicant first has to obtain an acceptance into the Canadian school program. The validity of the study permit will tie to the length of the school program, typically 1 to 4 years. The Express Entry program allows skilled workers who are currently working in Canada to obtain permanent residence. The program works on a point-based system where you will provide information about yourself, like the skills, working experience, language ability, and education, and you have to reach a high score in order to qualify. The application takes about 6 months once an invitation is issued and a permanent resident application filed. There is also a family sponsorship category, which is restricted to those who have their immediate relatives living in Canada. If you have an adult children or spouse or partner who is a citizen or permanent resident of Canada, they can sponsor you for Canadian permanent residence. This can be a way for you to immigrate without having to look for a job. If you are an entrepreneur looking to immigrate to Canada and created employment, then you may qualify for a visa through one of the provincial entrepreneur programs. You may be eligible even if you haven't started business yet. You just need to explain your idea and then apply for the visa. Once you obtain permanent residency in Canada, you may become a Canadian citizen to receive a Canadian passport after 4 years. If you do not wish to forego U.S. citizens, both Canada and U.S. allow for dual citizen. I'm Crystal Su. Thanks for watching.